Hello, I'm Jack Nichols and welcome to highlights of the 2010 AutoGP Formula Sim Racing World Championship. Round 6 of the championship is of course the famous Monaco Grand Prix, an incredibly tight, unforgiving street circuit that every driver will be striving to win. Bono House took his third pole position of the season, but it was David Greco's second place time that took everyone by surprise. Ronnie Hannell qualified in third, and Racing Factory's reserve driver Timon Bollier shocked everyone when he set the fourth fastest time. Tali and Mikkonen qualified for the third row, making it a relatively good session for the Precision Motorsports team. To the race start, and with a very short run from the line to the tight first corner, everyone managed to make it through cleanly, with only incidental contact. There was little change to the order. Tali passed Bollier for fourth, and De Witt passed Nilsson for seventh. The first accident came when Disley and Morin made contact out of the tunnel, resulting in the retirement of Morin and Mathieu Prévost. As House stormed on with the lead, it was obvious that Greco could not keep up with the pace of the leader. However, he managed second place comfortably ahead of Hannell and Tali. Bollier was maintaining fifth position, and further back in the field, Malajich was clearly struggling in ninth place. It was soon clear that Patrick De Witt was being held up by Jarkko Mikkonen in sixth place, but with the tight Monte Carlo street circuit offering little overtaking opportunities, De Witt pulled off an amazing overtake through the Rascasse, catching Mikkonen completely by surprise. Malajich soon fell victim to the circuit, clipping his rear tyre on the Armco and crunching his twister machine hard into the wall. He retired immediately. As all four Precision Motorsports cars pitted for their first of their two pit stops, it became apparent that Greco, Bollier and De Witt were only one-stopping. This temporarily put the three drivers higher up in the order, but having such a massive lead when he pitted, it didn't take long for Hoyes to catch up with Greco, and despite being effectively one stop ahead, he aggressively passed the Italian to take back the lead. Bollier was now up into third, and Hannell and Tali soon caught and passed the one-stopping De Witt to move up into fourth and fifth. Tali's incredible pass around the outside of the tunnel chicane was certainly the overtake of the day. At the halfway point, Greco and Bollier made their one and only pit stops. Greco was now in fourth place behind Hannell and Tali, both of whom had another stop to make, putting Greco in a strong position to ultimately retake second place. Meanwhile, Marquez, who'd started from the pit lane, was struggling to catch the leaders. After his second stop, he was now placed in 12th position, with a long way ahead of him for a decent points finish. On lap 51, Tali lost the back end of his car heading into Rascasse, losing his front wing and adding 15 seconds to his pit stop time. This dropped him back well into the midfield. After everyone had completed their scheduled stops, Hoyes had a solid lead over Greco with fresh tyres, and he was able to quickly increase the gap further. Hannell was in third, Bollier in fourth, while De Witt was in fifth position. He was coming under a lot of pressure though from Jarkko Mikkonen, who had a fresher set of tyres. However, Mikkonen locked his brakes heading into Mirabeau and sent De Witt sliding into the wall. De Witt aggressively took the position back. Now there was a three-car train of Marquez, Morris and Tali right behind them. It all got very messy on lap 66 when Mikkonen ran into the back of De Witt at Massenet, causing De Witt to lose his front wing. Despite a severely damaged car, De Witt seemed uninterested in giving way to the three cars behind him, and as a result a bad accident occurred between all three cars, when Tali collided with Morris and then Marquez. While Marquez continued on and Tali pitted, a nasty collision occurred between Jean-Eric Saxon and the stricken car of Lee Morris. Winning on the most unforgiving track of the season, Bono Hoyes took the checkered flag with the win never in doubt throughout the Grand Prix. David Greco drove a solid race, finishing in second, just managing to hold off third place Hannell in the closing stages. Reserve driver Timon Bollier completely upstaged Racing Factory's main drivers, taking the best result for the team so far. Mikkonen finished in fifth, but he and Patrick De Witt were both disqualified due to their on-track incidents. Marquez ultimately having a good race, advancing 16 positions to take fifth. Despite Tali's poor result, he maintains the lead in the Drivers' Championship standings, 8 points ahead of Domagoj Malajich. Hoyes has now closed in the gap considerably to the lead and is only 20 points away from Tali. Marquez is in fourth, and Greco's solid result has kept him in touch with the championship leaders. The lead in the Constructors' Championship is now tied between Twister and Precision, with both teams on 138 points. Leon Cavallo remained close behind on 105 points, but it's a long way back to fourth place, currently held by Ghost Speed Racing, single-handedly due to David Greco's tally. Torrent Motorsports and SB Motorsports are still well in the running for fourth position. The next race will be the Turkish Grand Prix. You can tune in at 5:25 PM GMT on the 23rd of May for the multi-BC broadcast. To watch the live action, go to www.formula-simracing.net and follow the links to the live broadcast. We hope you've enjoyed this presentation. I'm Jack Nichols, and we'll see you in a few weeks' time for the next round of the AutoGP FSR World Championship.